All right, first grade friends. Now that you've had a chance to try out recording your own data, which is just important information, thanks to those of you who just said, that's an important information, is data. Way to go. All right. So, um, you were recording how many jumps Nora and Hank just jumped. I drew it out this way. I went ahead and I put down 9 dots for Nora and 6 for Hank. And one way that I counted this really quickly so I didn't get lost on my counting was I thought of 3 and 3 as being the 6, and then I just knew that Nora had the same amount of jumps up there. And I know that 9 is just 3 more than 6, so that's how I knew to put 3 more. Then when I go back and count it, I know that there's 9. All right, so the fun thing about doing that and making a quick circle drawing is you don't actually have to draw a kid jumping in order to remember how many jumps Nora had and how many jumps Hank had. You can just use a symbol like a circle. It's what a lot of people use whenever they're trying to collect data. Okay, important information. I know that some of you out there just said that. Way to go, everybody. Okay, I then was thinking we can now talk about what is the important information about the data. So some of us were actually thinking that Nora already has more jumps than Hank. And that's kind of easy to see because you can see she has way more jumps. You don't even need to count it in order to know she has more jumps. But what you might need to think about, though, is how many more jumps? Well, if I draw an imaginary line right here, I can see that Nora has 3 more jumps than Hank. And if I were to write that out and get all fancy about it, there are 3 more jumps with Nora than Hank. I can write a sentence like that to describe it, or to write my grandma and tell her how Hank and Nora were jumping. And it can go the other way as well. You can talk about the person who had fewer. And this is what it would sound like. There are 3 fewer fish with Hank than Nora. Oh, silly Mr. Petty. That word should say jumps. Yep, you got it right here. Mistake number 57, already on a Tuesday. All right. So it says there are 3 fewer jumps with Hank than Nora. Sorry about that, everybody. It's the exact same thing because if you think about it, Nora still has 3 more and Hank still has 3 fewer. So if you're talking about how many more she has, is right there. If you're talking about how many fewer he has, it's these that are not there. All right. So now I think it's going to be kind of fun. I want you to go to the next page, and that little mess up with the fish is going to make a whole lot more sense when you go to the next page and see what Puzzled Penguin did. And then I'll see you on the slide after that. All right, everybody. See you later.